wisdom of 101 famous poems. Spoken and with commentary by E.T. Hansen. Little Boy Blue. By Eugene Field. A little toy dog is covered with dust, but sturdy and staunch he stands. And the little toy soldier is red with rust, and his musket molds in his hands. Time was when the little toy dog was new, and the soldier was passing fair, and that was the time when our little boy Blue kissed them and put them there. "Now don't you go till I come," he said, "and don't you make any noise." So toddling off to his trundle bed, he dreamt of the pretty toys. And as he was dreaming, an angel song awakened our little boy Blue. Oh, the years are many, the years are long, but the little toy friends are true. Aye, faithful to little boy Blue they stand, each in the same old place, awaiting the touch of a little hand, the smile of a little face. And they wonder, as waiting those long years through, in the dust of that little chair, what has become of our little boy Blue, since he kissed them and put them there. Death is fair. Death is probably the only fair thing about life. Death does not differentiate between black or white, man or woman, rich or poor, good-looking or ugly. In fact, death is not only fair. Over the years, death has become more and more generous. On average, we live longer today than ever before, into our 80s or even 90s, and with a little health consciousness, we can be active that long. We all complain about death and fear him, and rightly so, but death is actually quite reasonable, even friendly. There is one exception. That is when a child dies. In theory, I understand the necessity. Death has to take souls randomly. He cannot pick and choose, cannot assign greater or lesser values to his victims according to age. He has to take some of us when we are too young and let others live longer than we want to. And yet there is nothing crueler. When we think about death, we are really thinking about life. Death is there to remind us that life will someday come to a close, and we should make the best of our time on earth. But a child doesn't get that time. It's not his or her death that hurts so much. It's the fact that they didn't have a chance to grow up and embark on their own lives, to fall in love and have children of their own, to see the world and experience the adventure of life. That is the unfairest thing of all. But then I wonder, is a child's life really so empty, so insignificant? A child's life is short, but that doesn't mean it's empty. When I was 10 or 12, I was full of emotions. I was nothing but emotions. Anything the least unpleasant was a screaming outrage. A scoop of ice cream was heaven on earth. Sure, at 10 years old, I had yet to go out and see the world, but I experienced love and hate and betrayal and jealousy and desire and satisfaction. I was challenged to overcome my own weaknesses, and sometimes I succeeded and sometimes I failed. I had adventures. All the world was an adventure. All the world was new and fresh and exciting, from the jungle gym to the park, to the ocean, to the morning kids shows on TV, to the stories Mom and Dad read to me at night, to the existential battles I fought with my bigger brothers, and won or lost, mainly lost, to the scandals and moral outrage I felt at the unfairness that there were others in the world who were bigger than me. In my own childish way, by the time I reached 10, I had already lived an entire lifetime. It's the adults who squander life. They are given so much of it, so many years, and yet they waste it. They believe they have seen it all and become jaded. They are given so much that they only want more, only see what they do not have. They forget the adventure of life and see only the deficits. They say youth is wasted on the young, but it is adulthood that is wasted. By living for tomorrow instead of for today, by suffering when they could be enjoying, by finding fault instead of pleasure, by complaining when they could be celebrating. I wonder what death thinks when he comes to pick up a child. Is he sorrowful? Does he regret what he has to do? Or does the sight of this happy child, living so intensely, make his heart sing? Does he whisper, "You're one of the lucky ones. From here on out, you would have wasted almost everything you were given"? And when he comes for you or me, older, having seen so much more of life, having seen it all, will he say to us, "You're lucky you saw so much of life"? Or will he say, "Too bad you didn't enjoy it while you had it. You could have lived 10 lives in the time you had, but you chose to live only a fraction of one"?